let's have a look at those changes then, Liam, the German team.
Yeah, he's wheel of the axe. Hummels, who's probably a first pick every time, is injured. So Rudiger from Chelsea comes in, who's had a fine season, very popular with the Chelsea fans, big, strong centre-back. Neuer obviously in goal, he's recovered from injury. Kimmich at right back, Hector left back, he comes in as well. The biggest surprise is Ozil being dropped. He's been first pick for Love for a long time now, but I've seen him firsthand at Arsenal. I don't think he gives 100% every time he should, and he certainly didn't give it the other night against Mexico. So he's the big star name that loses out. It's a strong side again. You got Royce, flair player. He's going to take Ozil's place. You've got Draxler who can score goals. You've got Muller, maybe hasn't been firing like he can over the last couple of seasons. Maybe he's getting on in years. And they've got the 22-year-old Werner up front, who had a great lead up to this tournament, but in his first game he looked as if the pressure might have got to him. So big ask for the young lad playing up front to lead the line.
Didi, 4 changes. I mean, as Liam says, when you go in and you know, I guess you have to win. What do you make of the team that he's selected there tonight?
Yeah, very surprised he's dropped Ozil, because I still feel, even though he didn't play well, he's a major part of the team, and I think his standing in the team is very high. I think he gives a lot of players confidence because he's always available. Yes, there's doubts about his attitude sometimes, or the way he runs or he walks on the pitch, but I'm very surprised he left him out. And then Khedira was... Yeah, I think it was clear that he needed a change in midfield, and there was talk about Gundogan or Goretzka, but he decides to bring Sebastian Rudy in, who hasn't really featured in the lead-up to this World Cup, but I think he's the most defensive option Löw had. And I think it's a reaction to the openness of the team in the first game.
And Keith, the Ozil omission, I mean, maybe it's a hangover from the previous stuff, the photograph with the Turkish president, all that, but there's a lot has been hanging over him, and his performance last week probably didn't help him either. No, and he seems to be the first one to be criticised. I have to say, out of Liam and Didi, I'd be more on Liam's side with this one. The way he plays can frustrate you, can infuriate you with his languid style, and especially when the chips are down, he gives very, very little. I think what goes on ahead of it last weekend, we're going to touch on it, in the second half in particular, there wasn't enough movement. He needs that type of pace and energy and sharp movements for him to find the passes, because that type of talent that he has is undoubted. But I prefer the look of this German team than I do to last weekend. OK.